Welcome everybody and thank you for joining today's webinar Cloud Foundry on Azure. I'm Yanis Olalta, Marketing Manager at Finis, and I have the pleasure today to announcing our amazing presenters and of introducing you to what awaits you today. The webinar is rounded off by my colleague Lucas Bickel, developer here at Finis. Lucas is working actively with different customers on the implementation of SUSE Cloud Application Platform and various other projects around Kubernetes and Cloud Foundry, and we'll show you today how a typical customer story looks like.
First, I'd like to take a step back and show you how Finis fits into this story. About us, we're a company from Switzerland that has been on the market since the year 2000. We have over 70 employees. Most of our offices are based in Switzerland, but we also have a dependency in the Netherlands. We work with lots of partners, and our focus is that we have a broad customer base and strong partnerships. Our values and history is that we rely on openness. We're really about working transparently and efficiently to provide our customers with solutions where they don't buy into any vendor lock-ins. For us, open source has been at the forefront of our work since day one. I'd like to introduce you to an example customer of ours. It's called Big Think. And it's really just an example that we use to tell you or to show you how a typical customer story of ours could work and how we would provide you with SUSE and Microsoft tooling to achieve your goals. This example customer is a Swiss enterprise in the medtech industry. They're mainly a Windows shop. They outsource the development of their microservice-based core business, for instance, a Spring application, like the one that Claudia demoed, to a nearshoring company. And they also have a bespoke business application that is based on this architecture. We at Finis are helping them succeed on their journey to an agile cloud-native future with SUSE CAP. In our first contact with the customer, we would actually talk to them about the big picture on where they're standing now, how they would want to go on. We try to figure out what we're aiming at, and we clarify what kind of relevant stakeholders and resources are available at the customer and we would need to onboard into SUSE Cloud Application Platform. In our Big Think customer example, we have Longquill, which is the CTO and CFO of the company, and he expects more agility from his development team. He wants to be absolutely in control of his platform, even though there's lots of external developers that are pushing code to his enterprise. And he really wants to be able to use this platform to enforce very strict security guidelines and to gain insights into their core business application and its runtime. After getting to know the customer, we would first start writing up some high-level documentation regarding the target architecture. We then clarify this with all the different stakeholders at the company. First of all, we would try to onboard their network people. We would talk to their storage and security people to really get to know the customer and what they expect from the platform. This also makes the stakeholders at the company feel very included in our processes and helps ease rolling out the actual platform down the line when we're getting ready for production. Like on this typical journey, we would have, after clarifying what's actually needed, we would start with a concept phase where we would document the target architecture of the CAP on Azure system in the customer's documentation management system. Usually this is something like a Confluence wiki or similar. We would clarify how the subscription management is to be done rather early, be it bring your own subscription or pay-as-you-go subscription, both is possible with us. And then we would lay out a path to a successful deployment of the platform, as well as how we would then start onboarding the different stakeholders onto the platform so we can get in motion. After this concept phase, we usually dive into what we call the implementation phase. We create customers, we talk to the customer's Active Directory management to ensure that the integration will work as planned. We deploy the cloud application platform from SUSE using the provided tools, and then we start integrating this tool with our and the customer's monitoring tools so we can provide any requirement service levels. In this phase, we also implement stuff like storage, integrate with the network. After that, we go on to an onboarding phase where we work with the customer's nearshoring partner to help onboard them onto SUSE Cloud Platform. In this phase, we would do things similar to the presentation that Claudia did, but with more workshop and hands-on parts to really ensure that the nearshoring partners know what to write into their manifests, know how to CF push, and especially also know how they can get insights to debug if something is getting wrong. In this part, we do a lot of teaching. We teach providers what patterns they can embrace, how to deploy to CAP. We also usually support customers either in building out new CI/CD infrastructure for this environment, or we help them configure their existing CI/CD environment so it can deploy to SUSE Cloud Application Platform. This could be like something, for instance, at Lash and Bamboo or Jenkins or whatever the customer is already using as CI environment, and we would just help the customer tweak that so everything is really automated from CI through CD with Cloud Foundry. After this onboarding phase, the applications start running in production. We enter what we call a maintenance phase. We monitor both the SUSE Cloud Application Platform and the apps running on it. And with this, we can provide Big Think with insights on how they can improve and manage the resources they use on Azure as well as on SUSE Cloud Application Platform. This will help them right-size the platform for more workloads that are being onboarded onto the platform. At all times, we try to be really available to the customer and their nearshoring partner or partners, so they really know that they're not alone with their journey into the cloud-native agile way of thinking. That's already everything I've got to tell you about Finis and how we would approach a typical customer journey. Thanks for your interest.